What's up, summoners, and welcome to episode 55 of How Not to Summon a Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Sheeny Senpai, and this week I'm joined by the man who couldn't handle a gal, Jim.
Never.
And that guy who wouldn't rebuke Nene, Grayson.
Are you okay over there?
God, why did I pick such a hard word?
He got one of those word calendar words again.
Hey, it came out right, so.
Yeah, sure. Just edit that and cut it down.
The doors in
I love the fact that
shit.
I love the fact that he's like we,
Yeah.
me.
Jim, oh how the
Able
papers.
to Oh, by the way, have you put in the full thing so we get the do 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 do?
Yeah, it's right fucking there.
Yeah.
And this week, we will be doing episodes 1 to 6 of the anime My Girlfriend is a Gal. So before we start going to the genre, the director and everything, let's address this anime's issue.
Fucking elephant in the room.
Yeah. So the
Oh, hold on. We haven't talked about this, but I'm guessing
the overweight,
the fat guy.
Yeah, the fat guy
so the fat friend in this anime
The one that's on the list, yeah.
is
should be knocking on people's doors and will be.
he's very clearly a lolicon, very clearly.
No,
and
we have a word for them in this
I
country.
know we do.
The English-speaking language has a word for that type of human being.
Yes. We
won't say the
It just
word.
sounds nicer when you say
Yes.
lolicon. So he's obviously he has very many moments in this anime where he says things that
Make me uncomfortable
it makes even as a viewer he does make you uncomfortable.
and
they
doesn't
try,
need to be in this anime.
They try and soften the blow with the friends.
What with his tummy?
No, with the friends like comebacks to what he has
Yeah,
to
when
say.
they put him down and like call him out on it.
They do call him out on it.
No, stop being that person's
Yes.
friend.
Yeah. Right.
That's how that happens.
Yeah.
Nothing else is
police.
acceptable.
Call the fucking police.
This is exactly what I thought. I was like, yeah, it's all well and good you like putting him down and saying things like that, but if you're not gonna unfriend this guy, you're just encouraging the behaviour. Look, they could have solved this. I'll say this now. They could have solved this by just making him somebody who liked MILFs.
Yeah, go the other way.
There's the fix. Don't worry
Instead,
about
the
it.
only friend he's got is Tom.
We will at times try and
That was a MySpace
no,
joke.
not
You're
at
welcome.
times. We're going to pass over most of his content basically.
Please. All of it, I think.
I don't think there's
be
any
honest,
moment
there's
when he's
nothing.
actually relevant.
Nope.
So we'll probably bypass any references towards him and his inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a joke.
We're just gonna skip
It's
it.
not a joke. His
Skip
inappropriate nature.
Just
And
skip it.
we'll skip that. So let's go into the genre of My Girlfriend
Hold
is a
on.
Gal.
I've got a problem.
Yes.
I've switched headphones to match your two's headphones. How do you get over the plastic squeakiness?
What plastic
Yeah, I found that
squeakiness?
last week. It's only yours though. Mine's fine.
Yeah, I don't get no squeak.
Every time I move, it's like crunch.
Yep,
No,
yours
I-
is fucking squeaky as shit.
Crunch. They're the same headphones as
I
yours.
don't know. Mine doesn't do that.
Just got a fat head.
Crunch, 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 crunch. You've got the fattest head here. On his shoulders, anyway.
So the genre.
Says
It's-
you.
It's
I can see you go past in the daytime. You fucking solar eclipse. Fucking moon head.
it's a
I'm assuming that
harem.
was supposed to be a joke.
It's a harem. It's a rom-com. It's a slice of life.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
I actually find it quite comedic.
it is funny. The jokes are funny. The friends are funny. Well, two friends are funny.
Main
So-
character's funny.
The main character's funny. So the director of this is Hiroyuki Furukawa. Not known for anything else. This is pretty much it.
I can see why. Not the style of anime. It's all well and good.
Yeah.
Why put the fucking fat guy in?
So it's a down scorer because
Probably
of
in
that.
jail.
Massively.
It's
Yeah.
a big down scorer because you don't want to address it. So the studio that did this is Studio Naz. They're known for doing things like ID Invaded and Infinite Dendrogram. They're newer animes.
I've heard of one of them.
Yeah, so again, it's not a massive studio, not a massive director for this. Same really goes for the voice actors as well. So going into the voice actors, Junichi's voiced by Alejandro Saab. He is Izumi from Horimiya, just one of the main characters in an anime called Horimiya. It's quite a popular slice of life rom-com anime. Yukana, voiced by the only person that we might recognise, Jamie Marche. She is known for being Restarte in Cautious Hero.
Okay.
Who's the one with the dark hair?
Yui, voiced by
That's QT.
I didn't
Space
see that.
Dandy.
I didn't see that in her
That is
things.
so QT from
It's
Space. Dandy. You
Alison-
had that robotic kind of filter. That's QT.
Yeah.
It's Alison
Absolutely
Victosen.
Should we
She's
Google?
she's
Should we have a quick
Chrome in Doctor Stone. She's also Gasper in High School DxD. The other male character that's part of he's like the vampire.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
the other dragon.
No, he's the vampire. He's got the like white hair, recluse.
Okay.
If you remember that character. So sort of semi-background characters.
Yeah.
Last one is Ronco, voiced by Morgan Garrett, not known for anything else. So what you've got is an anime made by a director that hasn't done much, studio that hasn't done much, and apart from maybe one voice actors
lot
that
of
haven't
unknowns.
done much.
So it goes into...
Was it Alison?
Alison, yes.
Victorine?
Yes, Victoria's.
That's QT.
There you go.
Fucking nailed it.
So it goes into
Spaced
new
out, yeah.
territory.
Yeah, well,
Really, with all
you
these
just
new
got
people.
an anime of people that and directors and studios that haven't done much. Like, and it's not a bad anime, but
The jokes are quite good.
Well-
The games are quite good.
Yeah.
The pervertiness is at a decent level, except for one character. So that's fine.
so we're going to some ratings. IMDb. Who wants to guess?
What's IMDb out of 5 or 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
I'll give it a
4.
I was going to say 4 as well.
6.1 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
off.
I can
And,
accept it, but yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes hadn't reviewed this. There is a review from Anime Planet, which is a well-known website for reviewing animes and the such. Anyone want to guess what they gave it out of 10?
64?
7.
Out of 10?
7.
Oh, sorry. I was going
7.
Rotten
Let's go with
Tomatoes.
7.
I'll go with a 6.
So they gave it a 2 out of 10.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh,
Anime Planet.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
So,
I
strangely
wonder
enough,
why.
That's a bit more, yeah, that's a bit more interesting.
probably a lot of uncomfortable people.
Yeah, I imagine bloody so.
So we're going to episode 1. Episode 1.
Oh, God, here we go.
How does it start, Sheeny?
It opens with a panty shot of like a plump
Vagina.
vagina
Doesn't it just?
in the panties. It's a panty
That's
shot.
not a, that is a plum in underwear.
It's yeah, and you see all the creases.
You sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, I'm assuming that's sweat that's supposed to be there and nothing else. For God's sake.
I wanted to
No.
know. I wanted to know how he's going
It's
to
good
explain this.
storytelling.
It's a gripping
Brilliant
opening. It's a
It
gripping
was
opening.
gripping. It was
Oh, yeah,
gripping.
they're gripping all
He
right.
gripped it too hard. James was like,
types of anime
I didn't think I was going to start this early on.
Hadn't even sat down at that point.
But his
Didn't
belt
need to.
was already undone.
Then we get the introduction to our two main characters, Yukana and Junichi. And you see him, he's on his knees and he's basically like pleading / begging with Yukana. And she turns around and goes, "You're gross." She calls him gross.
Yeah. Ew.
It cuts to Junichi. He's starting a new school. It's a new school. Is it a new school or a new school year? It's a
It's
new
a
school.
new
School
school.
year, I think.
It's a new school, but new school year as well. He's just gone into high school. I think it's high school.
No, because Nene's his underclassman. So
Yeah.
I think he's just starting his second year in high school.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which, because in Japan, they change classrooms, don't they? You can get put in a classroom with different people because they always walk into the classroom and go, "Oh, I'm with you this year in homeroom." That sort of thing.
I would fucking hate that.
Yeah, so
If I
every
had to
new
go
start
to
to a year, you're basically, what's it called in our school? It was
Freshman.
your form group?
Form group, yeah.
Your form group. So every year you get a new form group, potentially, and you might
No.
not get put with the friends you made in the previous year.
No,
No.
not okay with
I
that.
know that.
No.
Would that not encourage you to be more...
No.
No.
No, it wouldn't. Thank you for
You
asking.
do realise who you're sitting with? No.
So he wants to have a great new start to his new school year, and he looks around and there's horny teens everywhere. And he's basically like,
Are we going to the amusement park this weekend? Yes, I'll show you my log ride afterwards.
That just like he's going to show him his shit. Look at the poo I've taken. Look at it.
Look at this log. Look at this fucking log.
"Love me?"
It's like a rugby ball.
Rugby ball.
So he wants to have a good year, basically romantically. He wants to get laid. He's a virgin. He wants to have sex this year. We meet his friends for the first time, and they're total losers. Class rejects. No, they are. They own it. And they make comments about people in the classroom as well.
I hope they get VD.
So the one with we'll say it now, the one with the glasses, he comes out with the gold every time.
Yep.
He is the funniest character. I did write his name down later on.
He looks like you.
But he's what?
To be
if-
fair,
yeah.
no, he's got a point. Let's listen to him. He's
Alright.
got a point.
It's the glasses. I think it's the glasses that do it. Also, I reckon...
Just because I have glasses.
No. I reckon you'd be the one that's like, lads. I know how to get with the ladies. This is what you need to do.
I see the ending.
Push his glasses further up his nose. Just be like,
And holds them there, 2 fingers only.
yep.
And to start with, when we
Stands up on the table. This is how you get laid.
To start with, I thought for a second that all 3 of the friends were gonna be this lolicony character because they do make some early references.
Thank God they fucking weren't.
But they sort of U-turn around that, and there's only the one fat friend that does that. Then we get an introduction to Nene for the first time. Nene is Junichi's childhood friend, underclassman. She's a year younger than him, and she is small for her age.
Constantly whipping.
And
I made that joke earlier. I had that trademarked, and you took it from
the
me.
standout feature of Nene is she has gigantic breasts.
Overly sized. I'm sorry, the proportions are wrong.
And she's very, very much into Junichi, who is not interested in her because, as he says, she's too small and it would be like going out with a preschooler.
No comment, Your Honour.
This. However, that doesn't put his friends off, who are very much interested in her.
Yeah.
All of them.
There was a documentary about a woman like that. She's like 20-odd years old, but she looks like she's 7.
What?
Yeah, no, it's a real one.
It's a disease, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's got a disorder that makes her... She stopped growing at the age of 7, but so her voice hasn't changed or anything, but her insides and her brain have. And she's gone through puberty and everything. It's very strange. And she goes on like blind dates and everything to try and find someone because...
Are you sure she wasn't on the Undateables?
She might have been.
I'm sorry, I think she was.
She might have been.
It's a TV program for the American viewers of people
I think
who
they've got undateables.
She was American,
have issues dating.
but the only bit I watched was when this like
James is still waiting to go on it.
6.5 foot basketball player black dude went on a date with her and she's like 4 foot nothing. He went for a hug and it was like, that doesn't look right. Carry on.
So, this show, by the way, introduces all the characters very quickly. So, the next introduction we get into the classroom is Yui. We see that she is the super popular character.
I like this character for a start.
Yeah, she's, however, as the friend says, she's part of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Again, I think that was the glasses
So
one.
she's got everything going for her, but they're itty bitty titties. While we were nodding in approval, like, yes, that's right, that is her flaw.
No, it's the... yes. She's part of that group.
I'm not a boob guy. It's wasted on me. I don't give a shit.
We cut to the friends. They decide to whip out some porno that Grayson left for them in the woods.
Yeah.
Now, I really enjoyed this bit because it was like, what are you doing with this
As
porno
my
whipping out
forebearers
in
did
class?
before me.
I really enjoyed it because he was like, what are you doing whipping it out in class like this? And then they were all like, well, it makes everybody else uncomfortable and that makes us
We
feel
want to
good.
ruin their day.
Yeah.
We want to ruin everybody's day by making them feel uncomfortable.
I enjoyed that bit because he was just like, yeah, no, fuck everybody else.
And they sort of dangle it like a bit of food on string in front of Junichi, and he's like, oh, go on, I'll have a look. And this is when Yukana walks in and puts them all in her place and tells them all how disgusting they are for reading pornography in class. You would not do this. How much trouble you'd get in for whipping out some porn in class.
I always ask, where is the teacher? Now, where is the teacher at this point?
Could you imagine whipping out a porn mag in class?
I bet he did.
No.
I bet
he did.
Lee was
he's
one of those.
dropping them off in the woods. We told you.
He's in a closet. He's in a closet at the
I'm
back of the
skipping
class.
through the woods like the porn fairy I am. Just tearing pages off. La da da, la da da.
You could imagine it. You could see it as well, couldn't you?
The friends then turn around to Junichi and they start having a little conversation about Yukana, saying that because she's a gal, and a gal is...
A chav.
Yeah, so it's a Japanese chav. Or what they assume a chav to be. I think... Do they do a good job with it?
No. They do a good job of what TV shows put as a piss take of a chav.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actual
the
chav.
over-exaggerated...
They watched the Catherine Tate show.
Do you
It was
know
like
what?
that.
That's
know
what I
what?
we
want.
want.
I do like her voice acting in it.
Yeah, it is
I
good.
just like it. 'cause
Yeah.
It's just weird and funny.
It's that Californian
Yeah.
attitude accent, isn't it?
I
It's
just...
the,
yeah.
I really can't be bothered accent.
Yeah. So
What are you
they
doing?
because she's a gal.
Oh my god, shoes.
Janichi.
These should suck.
So
It's like she's here in the room.
These should roll.
because she's a gal, the friends turn around and say she's got to be easy. She'll sleep with anybody because she's a gal.
As a chav does.
Cut to Janichi's first sex dream that he has while standing in class. He has a bit of a sex daydream where Yukana's on top of him and she's talking about his quivering member, and he has a lot of these throughout the show.
Like every 5 minutes.
It's a horny teen. Junichi is then nominated by his friends because he's obviously daydreaming. He's nominated by his friends to ask Yukana out. He gets the short straw. Not really any straw, is
There's
it?
a straw.
I was going to say it's like.
The length of straw is unknown.
And the friend says the way you're going to get her is if you beg her, you might get your dink wet.
Maybe. Maybe.
So they preempted this, by the way, because they've already dropped off a love letter into her locker from Junichi saying, meet me after school around the back of the bike sheds.
No, it's a bit where they're like, so it's decided, and he's like, so what? And he's like,
Hold him.
And then they're like, why? What's going on? And then he's like, now run, put this in, go. And he's like, oh, fuck.
And lastly, at the end of the school day, as Yukana finds the letter, we get our introduction to Ronko as well.
Are you going? Are you going to that meeting?
Oh, it's a thing that's in a lot of Japanese animes. The whole love letter, come and meet me, and
Are you going, though? If your mates have just dropped that off?
If that was a British school,
oh, you mean as
You're
the guy?
getting absolutely beaten the
Oh,
shit
you
out
mean
of.
as-
you're getting that love letter. You're going to go for that meeting, and it's just a group of lads ready to
Yeah.
kick the shit out
No,
of you.
Yeah.
no, it's the fucking whole class.
Yeah.
They're all standing there going,
Yeah.
go on, tell her.
So what are you going to
All the phones are out.
What's he done?
All the phones are out. Let's film him fail.
Yes, we had phones.
do?
when
People
I was at
hanging out
school.
at like the second floor windows and looking
Let's
at it.
film
and
him
like,
as he fails and put it on the internet. That's literally what it would be like.
And then you get called a wanker of some kind.
forever.
And you're that
Forever.
one kid that did that thing that one time.
Yep.
You
Reject
shit your
kid.
pants once in geometry. And that's it.
Don't you mean geography?
No, geometry. Math.
It is true that mountains from further enough away
I just trying.
are just
It's all
triangles.
geometry.
So Yukana goes to see Junichi. He gets there, drops to his knees, and he begs Yukana to go out with him. Just randomly, by the way. We've never...
The build-up for that question was like a Dragon Ball Z episode.
I thought it was going to go through to the second
The
episode.
inner monologue. Jesus Christ! I thought it was going to span 2 episodes.
I fucking loved his inner monologue.
And as he's on his knees begging, he looks up at Yukana, and that's when we sort of get to the beginning of the first episode where he sees her panties. And she says to him throughout this, stop begging now, you can stand up, just stand up. And he's like, I will not stand up. And
Because I have a raging erection.
he's like,
The old
I
John
refuse-
Thomas is
I-
pulling a salute.
He's basically like, if I stand up, I've lost, is what he's trying to hint at.
Yeah.
And she's like,
His zipper, because it'll burst.
and Yukana actually asks him, what do you like about me? You've asked me out, so tell me what you like
Oh
about
my
me.
god, tits.
His reply was, I like that you have a bitchy side.
So,
You're
yeah.
a bitch.
And she says, no, you asked me out because I'm hot and easy. That's what you think. And he's like, no, I'm a nice guy. Then we meet for the first time his inner demons, his inner personalities, and we meet Perv Junichi.
So basically a male's personality.
Definitely
We're-
doesn't
we're-
look like someone else
yeah.
we've seen before.
Yes.
Definitely not.
We have, yeah, it's Shimini.
Shimonita. I
Yeah.
love the fact that you had to ask as
Yeah.
well. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Shimonita.
I'm sure that sort of thing has come up. in
Who
other
who
animes
picked
as
to
well.
watch Shimonita? Was it Sheen?
Yeah.
Who picked to watch this one? Was it Sheen?
Yoo-hoo!
Big panty blowout.
Who puts pants on his face all
Such a
the time?
bitch.
Stupid boy.
She also knows that he is only on his knees and staying on his knees because he is catching a glimpse of her panties.
Oh my god, is she in my head right now? I love his inner monologue.
His
at
inner
this
bit to
point.
this was brilliant when he
Yeah.
screams inside and he's like, oh my god, she's reading my thoughts.
It's the
They're brilliant bits.
It's a bit where he's like, okay, and then he stands up, and then she's like, stop looking at my tits, and then you just get the, wah! She's in my head!
She goes as far as to proper wind him up as well. So she gets right
If I
down.
kneel down
into-
like this, you
Yeah.
can see my boobs too.
Yeah. She teases him.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, it's a tease because he
Okay.
never gets anything else.
Okay.
And the episode ends with her actually turning around and saying, do you know what? You're a perv and a weirdo, but I do quite like you.
You're a funny lad.
Yeah. And she says yes to going out. And that's how the episode ends.
That's the secret, boys. Gotta be funny.
So we go into episode 2.
Are you done? Can we go to episode 2?
No.
No. I want to sulk first.
Are we going to go to episode 2?
Let's go to episode 2.
I don't know. I think I might edit this just so it is sulking.
Episode 2
Let's get
opens.
there and there's another hour of silence.
Episode 2. Yeah, you should cut the audio out completely. Episode 2
Don't fucking tempt me.
opens with Junichi. He's at home, he's laying in bed, and he's thinking about Yukana and about the fact that she said yes to going out with him. Doesn't quite believe it. Cut to another one of his little daydream sex dreams where they're in class and she's mounted him again. So, as I said, we get quite a few of these.
Did any of you boys actually ever ask out anybody?
What, in school?
Yeah. Out of curiosity.
Right, I'm going to tell you a little secret that's not so much a secret. I've never asked a girl out in my life.
Really?
Really. Plenty of guys, never a girl.
Same.
What is going on?
I've always been pursued, not the pursuer.
What about you? I mean, you're always the pursuer, but...
No, but he
From
probably
a-
dance
from
around it. It
from
never
a
actually
20
pops
feet.
a question, but...
From a 20-foot distance.
So you're going to ask me or what?
Because I fucking doing it.
There was a girl I dated for 4 years, and neither of us asked each other out. It just sort of... We assumed.
And
what
then
you
at
do.
the end
Yo,
of it,
what's
you
up,
just...
Katie?
You fall into a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yours broke a window and, like, opened the door and, like, snuck in.
I thought
and
you meant you
stayed there.
literally broke a window with it. I was like, what type of sexy you have it?
Hey, Natalie. Came in, never left. I have. Twice.
Asked the girl out?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, but your mum to prom doesn't count.
No. No.
No.
I have twice. I asked out my current girlfriend. Didn't I?
Twice.
I'm like, oh my god.
Twice.
I mean, the first time I collapsed and like,
For me.
I mean, literally, she
What was
saw
that?
that.
The first
Wait, wait,
after the first attempt, I was in A&E because I thought I had a stroke.
That's what I mean by twice. You only got halfway through it the first time. You go, and it just fell apart.
You saw it.
Wet patch in the pants.
You needed no, she needed see it.
Oh, he saw it. He saw the absolute mess that I was after asking.
Was he
him
there?
out.
Go on, just do it. Go on, son. Good son.
Yeah, basically,
Good son.
I tried to encourage.
with a cattle prod.
You are a fucking grown man. Just talk to the girl.
Hold on. You do realise he was the one that told me to approach his girlfriend and say, James is interested in you. Would you like to go and talk to him? To which she replied, if he's interested, he'll fucking talk to me himself.
Good
And
girl.
I went,
Good girl.
you are right. I'll go get him.
And I went, what?
Good girl. Can you imagine if she went no? All of that for...
But he's also the guy that
No.
when I invited her to the New Year's party and she messaged him going, what shall I wear? He showed me the message and I turned around and went, text her back saying you want to see her in something skimpy or tight or something like that. And he put, Sheeny wants you to wear something skimpy or tight. And I went, it's not supposed to come from fucking me.
I'm not good at this.
You're
ladies
fucking...
and
No, you're
gentlemen.
not.
I'm awful at this.
I
Believe
think
me.
half the time you got laid on Tinder was fucking me or Sheen.
Yeah.
Fucking around with your Tinder.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Meal on Wheels.
Same thing, isn't it?
That's a different type of social app.
Just
Okay.
eats.
So yeah, in this room, I am still the only person to ask out a girl though.
You fucking hero.
Twice. My hero. Watch him as he collapses.
So,
You've seen the new guys, right?
So we cut to Junichi on the way back to school. He bumps into his friends again, and they start apologising to him about setting him up to fail with Yukana. They're like, "We're really sorry, man. We didn't, how bad was it?" And he's like, "It was bad, man. It's gonna affect the rest of my life." He doesn't believe that she was being serious,
I wouldn't either. I've been to my schools before and see what they're like.
and the friends are like, "Don't worry, Junichi. Because through thick and thin, your friends will always be here for you. We'll be loyal. We'll be this, that, and the other. We'll help you through the hard times when people are putting you down." Cut to Yukana sending him a sexy selfie, and they see it, and they all turn their backs on him.
You're dead to us. This literally sounds like my friends group from school. Genuinely.
And then they do another
Sam
U-turn.
Hoare.
Yeah, imagine it.
Yeah, I believe it. Sam.
But they do another U-turn, and then the one with the glasses is like, "Don't worry, Junichi. I will train you. I will train you and help you get some." So his friend's idea is karaoke. He's like, "That's the best way to get some."
If I've ever done karaoke properly in a bar,
I'd
proper
love
bar
to.
karaoke.
I'd fucking love
I've
it.
done it once.
I did it on a stag once.
These karaoke bars in Japan look fucking quality.
There's
well,
one
we're
in
going to go
England.
to one, aren't
Yes,
we? When we
are.
go.
Yeah,
There's one in
100%.
England. It's fun as shit. I did it on
I-
a stag do. I don't
honestly.
remember where the fuck it was. It was near the ocean somewhere.
I so want
But
to do
then
one.
it was
Which ocean?
No, this place. The place I went for this stag had casino, strip club, karaoke bar.
Karaoke
Walking
bars,
distance
man, honestly.
of where I stayed. I was like, this is fucking brilliant.
He was singing in the.
The amount
concert.
of money I blew
Japan's got
in
it right
that
here.
fucking strip club.
Should we open up a karaoke bar?
Yeah. I love it.
I mean, the Nipper Growler's for sale, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Because the
You'll probably get
thing
like
is-
2 rooms.
yeah, I was going to say the thing is with these is that you
They're
literally
booths.
can rent out a private room. And,
That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's
and
a
you
private
order
room
your
and you
drinks
fit
and
how many
it's
people
so
you
cool,
want in
though.
there. And drinks get brought to you. There's a little tablet on the side.
And you're undisturbed,
Yeah.
which is why his mate brings it up. Is because it's a
The
hookup
way
place.
it worked with this, it had what are those sliding door things where you slide?
Dumb
down?
waiters.
Yeah, it had one of those.
You can get 4 of them. You could get 4
What,
of them.
in a Nipper Growler?
Yeah, you could. I was just thinking about
You
it.
got 36 grand because that's how much they want for it.
Is that it?
That's it
Well, for the bar.
for the nip. Yeah,
Is
the
it
entire
not,
thing.
Is it not owned by a brewery?
Nope,
Nope.
private.
Oh,
36
36 grand. That's it.
between 3. That's 12 each.
that's the tavern, mate.
You are literally
That's the
hearing
tavern.
the formation of a business.
the D&D
This
tavern
is
right
something
there.
we have discussed.
We have discussed
D&D
this.
tavern.
It would be the right size because it constantly feel full.
How not to summon a pub.
How not to summon a pub? Fuck me, no. Just constant loops of how not to summon a podcast
Over the speaker system. No,
instead of music.
just all the fucking clips.
Stockholm syndrome. These fans.
Anyway, back to his idea of the karaoke bar being the hookup joint. It's because he has a special set of rules. The
Are you okay there?
Yes. It's his triple X rule. You pick a pervy song, you have a duet, and she takes an article of clothing off. And those 3 things, if you hit those 3 things, you get sex.
Oh, I've taken an article of clothing off already. Pervy song.
King's Lynn jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cut to the classroom. Yukana tells the entire class that she is now dating Junichi, which is also a bomb drop for him that, oh shit, she's actually being serious, by the way.
Yeah, it has taken a little while for you even to realise that she is being
When
serious
she's
about
announced it to the class, it's kind of official.
Kind of. Although, in English school, no, it's not. That's just her taking the piss a bit more.
this. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. His friends run.
We're dating now.
His friends run off again because they don't think that he'll fit in with them anymore now that he's popular and he's going out with Yukana. We cut to Yukana wanting to hang out with Junichi at the end of the day, and we also see that Nene is waiting for him because she wanted to walk home with him. She has a little bit of a cry when she sees Yukana and Junichi together. I feel sorry for Nene throughout this because she is the childhood friend who's been in love with him for a long time, and he also said when he was a kid like he was going to marry her and stuff like that. And so but it's a staple in Japanese anime where it's the childhood friend usually wins.
No. Who boot that?
I still feel sorry for Nene.
He picked the right one.
Yeah, he did.
What,
Just
Yukana? Not Yui?
No, I
Unless she's going to call me Dandy. No.
Or Ronko?
No.
Fair enough.
why would Ronco? Ronco's no. No,
Ronco's-
we'll get
Ronco's-
to this. We'll
Ronco's
get to
wild. So, Yukana has picked for their first ever date karaoke. So just by chance, Junichi was trying to think of how he was going to invite her to go to karaoke. She comes up with the idea all by herself. And as they're singing they get to the karaoke room. She starts singing. He starts thinking about the fact that she's invited him here, so she must have ulterior motives. He then has the blowjob sex daydream moment and the whole rubber-dub-dub, who's got a chub.
You love a good blowjob, don't you? You love to see it.
I love to see a good blowjob.
You love to see it. Well, you're not watching fucking TV while it's happening, are you, son?
Yeah, that's
Jesus
true.
Christ.
All right, fine.
No,
If we're
You're usually seeing someone's belly button.
I think he thought. I think he thought you meant like that's all he watches porn-wise is the blowjob.
The
part.
blowjob part. I'm only here for the foreplay. That's as long as I've ever seen.
So Yukana picks a pervy-ish song. I didn't actually see the lyrics or anything like that, but to Junichi it was a pervy song.
Yeah, it did have subtitles for
I didn't
lyrics.
really-
I did not read them.
No,
I didn't either.
So she hits one
I
of the
was
three.
sanding my helmet.
You were what?
I was sanding my helmet. Thank you.
Make of that what you will, folks.
It's a literal helmet.
Mm-hmm.
For a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Polishing the old Spartan.
It is.
We then cut to Yukana picking a duet song. So they sing a duet. So they've hit 2 of the 3.
I do like the fact that she's trying to make him feel
comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable in
Because
this.
he says he only knows anime songs.
And then she's like,
And she
"Well, pick an anime
he
song."
doesn't
Yeah.
actually tell her. I think she just
No, she picks an
assumes.
anime song,
She
Yeah.
picks an anime song, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, is that an anime?
and then she's like, "Yeah, I like anime."
And then she takes off her sweater and she hits 3 of 3. And this is when handsome, cool Junichi shows up within Junichi's mind.
Is this blonde Junichi?
Yes, handsome Junichi,
Yeah.
the cool man.
Yeah.
And he
Goku.
he tries to convince Junichi that he needs to go in for a kiss. So he does it in the worst way possible.
Just
But
grabs the
hats
shoulders.
off to the lad. He fucking tried.
He goes
what
for
an
it.
absolute soldier.
Yeah,
A
so-
fucking unit.
He goes in for the kiss. She says that he has an extremely long nose hair. He melts, and she leaves the room very quickly. And these are the moments that actually give it a bit of depth. This anime. So
Is
she,
that what we're calling it?
yes,
You can measure it with a fucking ruler
yes,
from a cracker.
because there's more to her than meets the eye.
Yeah, there is.
a
She's
lot
not
more.
a transformer.
I did. No, I meant like emotionally.
More than meets the eye.
Plot that meets the eye.
There's no plot that meets the eye here.
You can't.
Panties that meet the eye, yeah, sure. Plenty of that.
They're eye level.
If you're on your knees, anyway.
Yukana is taken aback by Junichi's advances. This is the moment when you're sort of like, oh, she's not. There's more to her than you think. She's actually,
Human.
She puts on a
Yeah.
face,
Yeah.
being a gal, I think.
yeah.
Oh, a gal is an act, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. Levi started it, just to help you out there.
yeah. She's not what she says she is, because when she even receives the letter in the first one, she changes her attitude there, doesn't she? She's like, "Oh, I'll go and do. I've got something else to do." And Ronko, at that point, who you see, she's like, "Oh, I thought we were going to go do this," and she's like, "No, I've got something else to do." So she's got ulterior motives, and she acts differently around people as well.
She acts differently when she's with Junichi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
She acts normal.
Yeah,
Like a girlfriend.
yeah. And the episode ends with her. He thinks he's messed up, and she turns to him and she says, "I had fun. Let's do this again."
Maybe you'll be my first choice this time.
Yeah, because apparently the only reason they went karaoke is her friends let her down. But
Which is a lie.
I don't,
But
think
that's
that's
a
not,
lie.
That's not the truth. And then the very end, we see Ronko. She's standing around the corner and she's watching, and she looks pissed.
Why?
She's in love with Yukana.
No.
Yes, she is.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying,
Oh.
no, I'm not having it.
yeah,
No.
she's in love with Yukana.
No.
There's a bit of Yuri going on.
No. No.
And we go to episode 3.
Yes.
Episode 3 opens with Junichi receiving a love note, and his friends see it as he takes it out. And they...
It was a split second later from Jim. I was like, that's funny. Then Jim went, oh, yeah, that is funny.
And his friends are actually like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll handle the love letter. We'll sort that out for you, so you don't have to deal with it." And Junichi's like, "No, I don't think it's the best idea that you guys deal with this. I should be the one to deal with it, but I shouldn't ignore it either." Which is the right thing to do. He's like, "I can't ignore it. I've got to address it, but I'll do it in the right way."
I mean, in high school, isn't ignoring it the right thing to do? Like, that sends a very clear message of, no.
Yeah, true.
I don't
Kind
know.
of.
I think it's rude.
It is rude, but it's
Are you one of
the
those
kind
people
way.
that when
Be a
some
man.
bird hits on you in your
He sends
in
a
your
letter
DMs,
back.
you're like, no,
No, he sends a
no,
letter
I
back.
can't. No, you must be informed of my no.
He sends like
A
a
handwritten letter of no.
rhyming poetry.
Not that it's a thing over here, but if I received a love letter, I would
But
have to
alright, if
address
someone's-
said love
As
letter.
if people haven't slid into our DMs except Jim's.
Me.
Do you message back when those girls do that?
No, I guess
No,
I think it's a different thing.
it's not a different thing. No, it's not.
It's
No,
very
it's not.
informal. This
It's
is
just a modern
a
version.
fucking letter is a very formal way of asking somebody out. If you
Dear
went into
sir
high
or
school,
madam,
To whom it may concern.
please, I
who
send,
makes my soldier rise?
Dear Mitch.
I send this
This
cease and
podcast is
desist
okay.
letter.
Cease and desist.
That's all Jim's ever got.
It's such a formal way of doing it. Like-
Don't do it. Don't do it. If there's any young listeners out there, letter's not the first port of call.
Do it.
Don't do
With
it.
a wax stamp
Don't
and everything.
do it. No.
Lee would love that.
No, I have a wax stamping set.
Yeah, there we go,
Don't
see?
get me started. I love letters and handwritten stuff, but it's not your go-to move. It's not your first, it's not your opener. Your first swing.
Come in on horseback.
Your
give
first
give
swing.
her the letter.
I learned to ride a horse
I have a
for
message
girl.
for you.
Thank you very much.
You learnt to ride from a girl.
I mean, I learned to ride a horse for a girl. You're the only
Okay.
one that heard it wrong.
Please read this as I ride away. It's romantic.
My hair flowing from my back.
Nice. So anyway, his friend.
Like
Throws a
meatloaf.
lasso round him.
I look like Meatloaf in his prime. From the neck down.
R.I.P.
Big up.
So Junichi's friends start talking. They're a little bit angry that he seems to be getting all this attention, but then the one with the glasses turns around and goes, "But boys, spill over poon
Spill over.
because
poo.
you can only have one. There's gonna be leftovers."
Oh, how little does he know. In fact, you can have more than one.
Highlander rules.
In your world.
Just
Not in my world.
form your
in my
own
world.
embassy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey. Form your own country. You might as well. Just in your own house.
Why not?
Micro nation.
A
isn't it?
micronation.
Yeah. He goes to
Poon is not a word for the English should ever
It
say.
should not be.
poon.
Or the snatch.
No, no.
Plunge.
Clunge.
Oh,
All right,
right.
Jay.
Okay. Bring your wellies. We're knee deep in it.
Knee deep in clunge. The thing is, it sounds like it needs wellies, doesn't it?
Yes.
It sounds like you need wellies.
Yeah. It's like a lunge.
Because it sounds
but-
like guns.
It's like a lunge, but wetter.
That's Wellingtons for our American friends.
Yeah.
Wellingtons.
Right, anyway, the girl who wrote him
Ah,
the letter was Ronco. Or as he says, spray on tan girl.
A proper gal. That's the look.
Yes,
With
yeah.
the big lashes and
Yeah.
it's fucking
I
horrendous.
didn't see no hooped earrings.
And she...
No, that's only when you saddle them up.
She, she starts winding up Junichi. She starts trying to seduce him.
Is that what we're calling it? Because
well,
I call it sexual assault.
Well,
you can
yeah,
call
I
it what you
call that
want.
A cease and desist
She
letter.
even tells him it's so wet it'll slide right in.
Oh.
And then she
Well,
mounts him.
unless it's broken, you hope it is.
And this is when, at the very last minute, Yukana walks over and finds him. And she looks pissed off. She goes to leave.
She
says
plays
she
this
can't,
off.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe
I
you've
can't.
done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck.
And then she
He
turns
fucking
around.
knew what he was doing. You can't help it, can you, as a Britishman? You just can't help it.
She turns around, comes back over, plays it all off as a joke. It's like, that's my boyfriend, get off him.
That's my boy.
that's,
Wait, what are you doing over there?
What are you doing, my boy?
that's my lover. Not yours.
Slow you right down, boy.
You fucking Norfolk pieces of shit, both of you. I'm the most Norfolk person here, and I didn't
I
even
thought
do
you were
that.
from Yorkshire.
Slow you down.
Slow you right down, boy.
Ronco jumps up from Junichi, runs over to Yukana, laughs it all off, grabs her boobs, has a bit of boob play. Standard.
Calm your tits. No.
We all obviously knew that Ronco wasn't messing about, right?
And we
Yeah.
also all know
Oh,
that
she would
because
have.
of
She
the-
would have gone as far as she needed to go. Let's
Because of
fucking
the
make that
sinister,
very clear.
the sinister fucking episode just before where she's round the corner and she looks angry.
Yeah.
Like you knew she wasn't fucking about.
I thought she was just being friendly, to be fair.
Nah, she's waiting for an in, as it were.
She does not like Shinichi. We then get Yukana's idea for a 3-person date where her, Ronco, and Junichi go on a date. They go bowling, they go clothes shopping.
9 out of 10. Do recommend.
As they're at the mall,
We live very different lifestyles.
I don't like shopping. Sorry.
Different lifestyles.
You do.
as they leave from having a day out shopping, some guys approach Ronco and Yukana on the street, and they're like, "We're older, we're cool. Come with us. We'll get a motel."
If
That has
you
never worked for me. I'm older.
That's because you
I'm
do it
cool.
outside of a primary school
Oh,
to the mums.
good
Yeah,
save.
good
Save.
save.
I
Good
saved
save.
it. I
Save.
saved it.
Good save. And he's not far wrong, to be honest.
No, we all remember Wolverine.
Ah.
And,
oh, no. That's getting cut.
Unlike her hair.
Ooh. Ronco,
He's like, I'm noting the time to edit that out.
keep talking about it, and then he'll have to cut out so much that he'll just give up. Anyway, Ronco.
Oh, cut 30 minutes.
He's gonna look at everything from the point where he went silent at the beginning.
Ronco saves them by turning around to the guys going, "I'm up for a good time, guys. Let's go." And she leads them away. So she kicked the shit out of them around the corner, basically, is what she did, because Ronco is, like, I don't know, what is she, a fighter?
I guess so.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but did anyone like the fact that he stood in front and did almost exactly the same as what happened in Death Note last week? Just sort of like,
the wide-armed.
wide armed. Like,
It looked like a character in a video game that hasn't loaded properly. Just a T-pose.
Junichi then goes home, and as he gets home, Ronco is waiting outside his house for him. And she's like, "Invite me in." So
Is she a vampire?
she forces her way.
I must be
Yeah.
invited.
basically,
She's not all about burglary.
he's stealing something.
So she gets into his house and she instantly just tries it on with him again.
We've all been there.
And she
No, we
gets,
haven't.
she gets.
What?
He even turns around and goes,
What?
"Shall I just have sex with her?" So she goes away.
Don't do that. For our younger audience,
Yeah.
it never works. They keep coming back. They are a return customer
And
for quality product.
Junichi,
Give out a shit service and get a refund.
Junichi in the end decides.
I don't speak to your manager.
Junichi basically gives up. He gives up, and then as he's about to do it, he thinks of Yukana at the last minute, and he grabs Ronco and he says no. He says, "I like Yukana. I want my first time to be with Yukana."
Well played, my dear sir. Well played.
And she isn't having any of it. She actually tries to force herself on him again, and is like,
We have a
"You-"
word for that in the English
you-
language. We have a word for that.
She says, "I think I don't know the words exactly. You will
Called sexual assault because
you
you,
will
can't be raped as a
fuck
man.
me if you like it or not," or something like that, is what she says. And then all of a sudden, Yukana appears at his balcony door, or his,
Waiting for an invite.
His-
Like, this is going to turn into Lost Boys, but reversed.
and she's
Lost
upset.
Girls. Oh, Lost Girl is a good show. Ooh.
Does she kind of blame him first?
Yes.
Yes.
She kind of does.
You're
doesn't
always
she?
victim blame first. That's the go-to. Have you not learned? That's what we do in the West. We victim blame.
She tries to. It's a whole different podcast.
Getting political.
I blame you, Lee.
Ronco then turns
I'm
around.
the victim.
All the problems in the world. Energy crisis right now. That's his fucking fault.
I need to power my dildo farm. All right.
a farm. It's just a farm of them fucking around.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a field of dildo.
You pay a $5, you go in the field, you have fun, and you come out.
They're free-range dildos.
Free range.
Pat
Nice.
Sharp at the entrance.
They're only cleaned by the rain.
Farmhouse.
Only go when it's been raining, because otherwise they don't get cleaned.
I've got one of those farm sprinklers out there.
Nice.
You know, switch the hose to lube or water, whichever one it needs.
Nice. So Ranko turns around to Yukana. She turns
This
around.
is-
Don't get me
Been a-
started on the tractors.
This has been a fucking shit show since the start. boy.
She turns around and says that he has been faithful. He passed the test. That's all you need to know. Ranko actually backs him up.
Wait for the
because
tap.
he-
Hold on. There it is. There it is. I'm just watching Rooster Teeth.
He didn't drop her in it, so she didn't drop him in it, is basically what it is.
I don't think it's that big that it can be dropped in.
I'm pretty sure he actually does say that she came onto him, but she ignores that.
She
I
does.
think
He tries to explain, and Yukana doesn't listen. Because it's her friend, and she doesn't want to believe it.
What does Yukana already know?
Uh,
Because I think she already has caught
she
on
might
to
know
it.
what Ronko's like anyway.
Well, she seems to forgive a lot.
The next day, Ronko has gone completely back to normal. Horrible again to Junichi. Still in love with Yukana. And the episode ends with Yui again watching Junichi, and she's pissed off. That's the second time, by the way. Episode 2 and episode 3 has ended with the girl being pissed off at the end. And we go to episode 4.
Oh, God, only episode 4.
Episode 4 opens with Yui, and she's got an inner monologue thing going on, and she talks about the fact that the world revolves around her. She thinks she is the centre of the world.
I hate this girl.
And,
I hate this episode because it's just so cringy.
She is a dominatrix, and she looks at Junichi, and all she sees is an disobedient dog because he doesn't like her, and he should, because she is amazing and special, and everyone wants her.
Isn't her interpretation of the world of like, yes, say hello to me, do what I...
Yeah, so
Yeah,
people are doing normal, everyday things, and she interprets it as them doing jobs for her. So we
Got
cut.
a God complex
Yes.
Yeah.
going on. Avoid, lads.
So Junichi, we cut to Junichi. He's researching gals on the internet. He sees some stuff. It's just research.
Yep, next time I get caught,
It's just research.
yep, just research. Just research. I wasn't playing with it, I was just cleaning it and it went off. Just research.
Did you see the spooky ghost?
It's ectoplasm.
How many times have we done that joke now? It must be like,
And
Tell
then-
me a time
when it's not.
Randy is not funny.
Yeah.
Actual dad goals right there.
Tiggity rig.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He then comes across a video of a dominatrix gal on the internet. Clearly Yui.
What in the fuck does that look like?
Oh, she's just got a crappy wig on.
I'm assuming
That's
it's like
about it.
a chav in latex that doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Because they bought it from Ann Summers.
And then we
from Wish.
and then we cut to everyone back in the classroom again. His friends are there, and his friends start talking about the fact that they've come across this gal on the internet that they all like, and they show Junichi, and the one with the glasses is like, I'm sure I know her. I've seen her before. But he can't quite remember. We cut to lunchtime, and he has lunch with Yukana, and we get one of his sexual daydreaming things going on about feeding each other. And
I'm going to say this right now.
Just eat your fucking lunch.
Just eat your fucking lunch.
Thank you.
Food is not sexy.
Jim's not sharing.
Food is not sexy. Make me food. I will have sex with you. Sure.
But involving
I've
food
made you
in sex.
food.
Not having sex with you whilst eating. Food is not sexual.
Not while he's eating.
I've
Food
made
can
food
lead
for
to
it.
sex.
The minute he's finished.
You don't know what me and Tash got up to.
I made you food.
Yes, but I was polite and thanked the lady of the house.
At least he was polite.
As they're eating, Yui then comes over and asks to borrow Junichi. And Ranko chimes up.
She
and-
has sixth sense, apparently. And she's
Yeah.
like, this girl's not on the level.
No, she basically tells her to fuck off, is what she says.
Now, that is the closest thing to a British chav you get in this.
Ranko-
Fucking do one.
Fuck Fuck off!
Ronko's the best chav
Yep.
girl in it.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yui asks him for help. She's like, the teacher's asked us to do some stuff and I need a hand at the end of the school day. Will you help me? And Junichi's like, yeah, of course I will. But instead she takes him to a cafe. And he's like, I thought we were supposed to be helping at school. Why are we at a cafe? How long did it take him to realise he wasn't helping at school when he left
wait a
the
minute.
school, walked down the road, all the way into
Past the shops. into
Wait a
the
minute.
restaurant.
I've ordered a coffee. I've sat down. Where am I?
Hold on a minute.
He's stirring his spoon.
You've tricked
Wait
me.
a minute. This is a ruse.
To be fair,
As he's taking a sip.
lad.
This is
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. So Junichi, upon realising that he has been tricked into going to a cafe instead of helping out at school, thinks to himself, well, maybe Yui's a serious slut.
Can we address why Sheeny's grabbing his tit?
Yeah, we can we
I was
discuss why he's
scratching
rubbing his
myself.
nipples all of a sudden?
Rubbing it.
Sorry. And Yui then takes a seat next to Junichi. Did anyone think this was real as it was going on?
No.
No, I didn't.
So she takes a seat next to Junichi. She links her leg over the top of his, and then she starts licking him. Turns out it's a dream.
Ladies of this, don't lick your man. Don't
In a
lick.
you
cafe.
don't know where he's been.
One.
In a cafe. In
very
front of
salty.
everyone. Very salty. Sweaty boys.
Sweaty boys. And you don't want that cat tongue feeling when you get the stubble.
So he dreamt it up. She was actually just having a normal general conversation with him. We cut then to his friend with glasses. He's back on the internet again and he's watching this dominatrix gal. And he's trying to work out who it is. And then the penny drops for him and he knows who it is. The next school day, Junichi goes in and before Yukana can go up to him, Yui runs over to him first and starts flirting with him in front of Yukana.
Oh, this is going to end up in a fight. At any normal school, that's a fight right
Yep.
there.
Yui's supposed to
That's
be
a fight on
like...
spot right there, bud.
Yeah, but Yui is playing this whole I'm Miss Popular, so she won't do anything to me, is what she's hoping. But Yukana is a gal.
That's a fight. Right
That's
there.
a fight, right?
That's a fight right there.
Fight, kiss.
We cut then to the friends. The one with glasses has pulled the other two aside, outside, and is telling them that he knows who this gal is on the internet, and he tells them it's Yui. Just so happens that Ronko overhears as well, because she's got that sixth sense.
Why is she everywhere and nowhere at the same time? She literally is listening in.
Illusion!
She is. She's like listening in on every conversation.
She's a space ghost. From coast to coast.
He looked at me like, help me with this reference.
I don't know that reference.
Because you're far too young.
Do you know that reference?
No.
Because you're
Yeah.
far too young.
I didn't desperately look for an answer. I just went, okay.
I always desperately look for
Space Ghost from
answers.
Coast to Coast was a cartoon. On
There you go.
Cartoon Network at like 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Why were you up at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night?
I
When you were
was.
young?
I watched WWF
Yeah. As it was called back then.
I used to watch
until they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation
Yeah.
and changed to WWE.
Who should have changed
because
that
you
name
really
to
mix
Why Do
up the
People
two.
Do- Yeah.
Wrestling
One's got a panda,
pandas.
one's got the rock.
Wrestling pandas.
Don't be rocking pandas.
In people's elbow, a panda.
Do you know what? Mash up between the two.
Yeah, just Scotty Too Hotty doing the worm on a panda.
Why is it everything's with pandas for you two?
Because that's their logo. It's a
Yeah,
panda.
That's the logo.
Fine. Wrestling a snake.
I do that every night.
You're going to lose it. An anaconda.
Barely even a word.
And then I buy him a taxi and he goes.
So, we've gone a bit off the ball now. Where
Just a
the-
little bit.
Yui asks Junichi to go off again, and he agrees because she's like, I need help with something. And he's like, okay, I'll help you. She takes him to the roof because she's got special access. And this is when she turns around and she says to Junichi that she likes him. She's like, I like you. And she asks him out.
Is this a thing, by the way, at Japanese schools?
What,
That
the
you're
rooftop?
allowed access to the roof?
I
Because
think
we see it all the time. don't we?
certain, maybe if you've got certain privileges and you've.
I thought the
you're like,
Japanese
I really-
utilised all the space in urban areas,
They,
like rooftops and stuff.
they do tend to.
It's like-
That's why they have that fucking rail around it.
Yeah, and it's
it's so
normally
that
like-
they can access it.
AstroTurf and stuff up there, isn't
Yeah,
there?
sometimes.
For
So
sports.
you've seen the world God only knows. There's a fucking garden up there.
Yeah. Tokyo Drift has a football
Stadium.
kit, yeah.
There's in Tokyo. There is a football stadium on a roof of a
Yeah.
building.
Shit, that's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Well, not a stadium, but there's like a big five-a-side pitch on top of a roof. So Junichi turns down Yui and says, "I'm taken aback that you actually like me. That's cool, but I like Yukana."
I like how he does this. He brings that.
He says, like, "I can't believe somebody like you would like me, and that makes me happy, but I like Yukana, so I'm sorry."
He does that in a very good way.
And
I'm flattered, but fuck off.
And this is when Yui switches and she gets very mad and she's like, "Why would you turn me down? You're just a dog. You're just a doggy."
Go on.
That's all she says.
Go on. Say the whole thing.
Do it a bit more.
Do it.
People are going to have that on record constantly.
And then she tries to...
No.
She tries to... she tries to blackmail Junichi. So she recorded them at the cafe. Nothing fucking happened at the cafe. So what difference does it make? She's like, "I've got evidence that we went on a date."
And for one moment, it looks like you're just sitting there having a
They're
stroke.
literally just sitting there drinking coffee. Like, I'd just be like, "That's
Hold
not-
on, I've accidentally appeared on this date.
Like,
How did I get here?
wait a minute, we're not helping the teacher out." This is when Ronko.
Sorry, I guess
Go on.
that's like maybe where she's got him. Because she's like, oh, well.
I just don't think that's good
Yeah.
enough evidence. But
It's nothing, really.
it's really nothing.
No, the only thing
Really
you
nothing.
could say is that, oh, we didn't go and do that. We went and had a date instead. And this is what happened. But then.
prove
I
it's a
d-
date.
Yeah. Although, did she have it recording video?
Exactly.
With
Yeah, but,
audio,
yeah, but
or
if there's
what?
audio, what was he fucking saying?
Well, at one point he goes, well, we're not doing anything to help the teacher here, are we?
Like,
So I guess, yeah, he's literally scot-free
Yeah.
here.
but Ronko and his friends turn up, the action pervs, as they call themselves, to the rescue.
The worst form of the Power Rangers.
And Ronko whispers in Yui's ear that she needs to back down because she knows all about Mistress Boa. That's her.
I thought you were
Side
going to
name.
say when she walks up, whispers in her ear, I hear you, Warren. Quiet.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
So Yui gives in, she leaves, but she says, like, "You haven't seen the last of me."
Team Rocket blasts off again.
As she grabs hold of a rope ladder coming through, I can't touch. I'll get you next week, Batman.
Who was that?
I don't know.
He sounded like Skeletor.
It's a bit of
I'll get you
everything.
next time, He-Man.
I was going for a mix of the Penguin with the Joker, mixed with He-Man and Skeletor.
You can't spell happiness without P between the tits.
He
Until next time.
Junichi then ends up walking home with Yukana at the end of the day. We see a little bit of insecurity from Yukana as they're walking home, and he says to her, like, "Are you worried about anything?" and this, that, and the other. And she says, "No, because you look at me, you'd be crazy to cheat on me." But there is an insecurity in her words.
Look at me.
He pointed at himself, didn't he? He did the whole, like, look at this.
I am the gal now.
And we go into episode 5.
Sheeny with a wig. We've seen him in Girls. We have seen him in
That's a
Girls.
Disney
clothing.
princess.
No, I wasn't.
You fucking well
No, I
was.
wasn't. I was Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Were you?
Yes.
I thought Nev.
I had the
I
red.
thought Nev was.
No, I had the red.
Nev was Dorothy, I think.
Yeah, I thought you were Snow White.
I thought you were.
No,
Snow White.
Aaron was Snow White.
None of you shaved your legs. Oh, that's all I remember.
To be fair, there was a girl wandering around in thigh-high socks. No one was looking at you three anyway.
Sorry.
I was.
So Janice.
Rubbing his thighs.
Episode 5 opens with Junichi. He's in bed. He's thinking of Yukana. He's getting that morning glory. And in his dreams, he grabs Yukana's chest. Turns out he's grabbing Nene's boobs because she's climbed into bed with him. And Nene has gone full gal. And he doesn't recognise her because she's changed her hair and she's put a little love heart on her cheek. and he doesn't know who it is until she tells him. That is it.
That's
legit.
it.
There's a little bit of a
And
moment of
scene.
yeah. There's a little bit of a moment where he's like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Can't believe you don't reckon. I can't believe you've done this."
Ah, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
So we cut to his friends again. They're all discussing how pissed off they are that he keeps getting all this poon. They use the word poon quite a lot.
All the time.
It's a very American word from
Poontang.
like the 70s.
Yeah.
Like 70s comedies used it a lot. Poon.
And then Yui comes over as they're walking to school and sees that Nene is hanging off of Junichi's arm. She gets pissed off at Nene being there. She turns around and says that Nene is a pair of tits on toothpicks. There's a lot of funny little references in this.
It's a fair
I'm not
assessment
saying-
as well.
They're funny.
Go to Reddit and type that in. But go to Reddit and type that in.
Oh, okay.
Tits on sticks. It's a Reddit. It's a subreddit.
It's just two birds.
You're welcome.
Just 2
You're
birds.
welcome.
Just 2 birds.
It
on
is,
like a
yeah.
perch.
It is.
So,
I never seen no elephant fly. Just on repeat.
so Junichi is, for some reason, he's in class and he's a bit down. He's down about the fact that all these girls like him. He's having a bit of
He's
a
Oh,
fucking
no.
tired.
yeah.
Oh, looks
he's-
at him.
he's-
You fucking would be,
And
though, wouldn't you?
Yukana sees this and she wants to cheer Junichi up. So she comes up with the idea of a trip.
What's that? You're tired? Right, let's plan a time away where you're going to have everybody together.
And they're having lunch again, and Nene comes over. She interrupts their lunch together. Yukana gets a little bit jealous over Nene, but then she realizes that Nene's just like kind of cute and sweet, and she's like, oh, she's not really a threat. Then you get like a wrestling montage. There's a wrestling montage, an Inner Thoughts wrestling montage again. Then you get like a 3-way boob play.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah,
this.
I
The,
remember
Ronco,
the whole
Nene,
woman-
and-
I've got
yeah.
the. How can I top her? Well,
The
I've got bigger
trifecta.
boobs.
Yeah, so
The old trifecta.
Nene
thing,
and Yukana start rubbing their tits together. Then
Why?
Ronco joins in and it becomes a 3-way tit rub. And then Nene goes,
We've
oh,
all
my
been there.
nips are hard. And it's just...
Are you trying
you
to
imagine?
describe it?
I just...
There's some person who's
She said-
blind
I've
that's
seen
like, I
that.
really want to watch this anime, and she needs the one that's doing the voiceover.
Yeah, he's...
And there was some tits rubbing to. Oh, me tits are hard.
She gets hard nips.
Do you know what? I would love it if he was the voiceover
The-
person for those.
And because she gets hard nippies, Nene runs off.
And that's that episode.
No,
Is it not?
No.
Oh.
So then Junichi wakes up in the middle of the night. He wakes up to find a naked Nene on top of him. And she turns around and says that she is ready to make love.
Get a lock on your door. At this point, I'd have a lock on my door.
And
You don't need a lock. You just need to be very clear with it. You just be like, nay, nay. Nay. It's a lame joke, but I like it.
Well, at least he didn't whip it out.
Hey!
the man's in a very difficult position at this very moment in time. And so difficult that horny Junichi is taking over. And he's nearly won. Horny Junichi's nearly convinced him to just do it.
No,
Is this the pan...
it's never
thing?
happening. Not in a million fucking years. I don't care if you're Avril Lavigne and you wake me up in the middle of the night wanting to ride. The first thing I want to be like is, get off. I need a piss.
Get off, let's discuss this. Like two
No,
insulting adults.
Piss first, sex later.
I need a coffee. Or a cup of tea.
We have an espresso and we'll get going. Right?
But luck
And a stretch.
stretch. Nice. I need to be on best form.
And 1 and 2.
Start doing lunges. Gets the yoga mat, whip.
She didn't have to wake him. If she was that desperate, she could have just...
Yep, being a bloke, it reacts either way.
Yep.
Conscious or
Yeah,
unconscious.
she could have just gone for it anyway. Not that it condoning it. I'm just saying that she
Jim's
could-
like, I've shared a room with you.
in this room we shared, we were top and tailing until I woke up to find him not top and tailing anymore. And upon asking him why he changed position, he said,
Lonely?
I got
I got
lonely.
I did get lonely down the bottom of the bed.
Fuck me, and I'm the gay one in the room.
I got lonely.
Luckily,
I fuck men.
Look-
You want a relationship.
I'm honest.
Luckily for Junichi, Cool Junichi takes over and wins because Cool Junichi convinces him that it's better that he gets with Yukana. So Junichi says no to Nene. He also says no because he says...
No, Nene.
No,
No whips either.
He says it wouldn't... In fairness to him, he says it wouldn't be fair. He's like, if we did it, I would just be taking advantage of you just because. I don't like you in that way, and if we were to do it, there'd be nothing. There'd be no meaning to it. And he also doesn't want to hurt Yukana.
Sometimes it's just a sport.
Sometimes it's just a sport.
He said that way from Mike as well, so it's like a distant thing. It's like an afterthought.
Yes, it was.
The end of the episode is they're back at school again, and Nene comes back into the classroom. She's bubbly again. She's happy again. And she says that she's not ready to give up on Junichi yet.
Fuck me.
And we go into episode 6.
This girl doesn't understand no, does she?
Episode 6 starts with Junichi's friends, and they're talking about the fact that they've got a plan. They're going to play the King game.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Where have
Call
we
back
seen
to
this
King game.
before?
To get some booze. That's why they're playing the King game. Turns out summer vacation's coming up, and Yukana's making plans. She's talking to Junichi about it, and Junichi's trying to find a way to convince Yukana to invite him over to her house so he can invite his friends over and they can do this King game plan thing and have a party. And he turns around to her and he says, if you're not busy later, can I come over to your house? She thinks that they're going to be alone.
Yep.
She actually has a moment where she's like, oh God, he's actually asking to be alone with me. And she actually says yes. And he's like, cool. So I'll bring so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. He cock blocks himself.
Yep.
At this very moment.
This guy is
We've all been there.
getting very close to being exactly like me at this point.
Cut to the end of the day.
There's that you're on about.
I told you.
Cut to the end of the day because Yui had overheard this whole party planning thing. She's waiting at the school gates. She goes over to Junichi and invites herself to the party. Keeps telling him that she's got no plans until he gives in and goes, well...
Cool, well, enjoy your fucking night.
He even says, after inviting her, she's fucking crazy. He says it to himself. He knows. He then gets to Yukana's house. They're alone. He realises he has a moment alone with her before everyone gets changed and comes over. Then it dawns on him that he messed up. And he realises that he could have been alone with her because her parents aren't there. And he's like, what have I done? I can't believe I've done this.
I can't believe I've done this.
And she winds him up and says, like, I'm going to go and get changed. And I know you're not going to walk in. You haven't got the balls to walk in on me. And then he's like, how dare she say I haven't got the balls to walk in? And he goes to walk in on her and she's already changed. They have a moment together. They get a bit close. He goes to grab her boobs, doesn't he? Because they're right there in front of him. And then everyone turns up at the most inappropriate moment. Her door must have been open.
Unlike her legs. Jen, why do you look disappointed?
It is genuinely that.
You can't...
I'm not annoyed. I'm just disappointed.
When everyone walked in on him just about to grab her boob, she turns around to everyone and because they say, what were you going to do? And Yukana turns around and goes, oh, don't worry, he doesn't have the balls to do anything anyway. And he turns around and goes, well, I have blue balls. Does that count?
That's the inner monologue,
That's
isn't
the
it?
inner monologue. That's a good moment. His friends turn up. The guy in glasses is definitely dressed as Kirito.
That's Kirito.
He is 100%.
That is Kirito.
He is cosplaying Kirito.
They say it's a video game, don't
Yes,
they? They're like,
yes.
oh, it's a
Yeah.
video game character.
Yes.
No, it's not.
He's cosplaying Kirito.
Or is there an
And his
actual
other
nerve
friend-
gear
his
in
o-
this world?
His other friend looks like some sort of mobster
Yeah.
or a guy from fucking one of the T-Birds.
Well, they say it's a
It's
T-bird,
the
don't
silk shirt, because it's clearly very silk.
And the slicked hair.
Yeah, the slicked hair.
they? Isn't it purple as well?
Like a red or a purple,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
a red or
yeah.
purple shirt.
So the other one...
We're
came
not
with-
talking about the other one.
The other one came with a couple of flutes.
We're not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
He came straight from Bandcamp.
Because he likes to finger holes, I believe he says. We're doing well to keep him out of this,
Good.
really, aren't we?
Yeah,
Good.
thank God.
So then it's time to play the King's game. Game starts out slow, starts to get more and more dirty, And then the final plan comes into place. So
At what point is introduce yourself as if you're a toddler dirty?
no, I said it starts out. I said it starts out slow and then starts to get dirty.
We're getting an insight into Sheeny's state of mind right here.
How have you twisted that? Literally, it couldn't be more clear how I
Because
said
it's
it.
my job to do
Yes,
so.
all right. So his friend's plan to fix this King's game is a psychological thing with people. So
People always pick the longest one.
yeah, the highest stick
Bullshit.
towards them. He says that people are more inclined
Bullshit.
to. I suppose if you're not focusing and you're just grabbing, you're grabbing the first one at the top.
Yeah,
I guess.
less effort,
So
I
that's that's his plan.
But you would totally be focusing on this game because you could end up doing some shit that'd be stupid.
Junichi decides he's going to mess this plan up. He's not going to support his friends, and he mixes the sticks up. The announcement is that so and so's got to kiss so and so, so and so's got to kiss so-and-so.
One and three have got to kiss each other.
And then another one's got a
4 and
Frenchie,
5,
haven't they?
yeah.
Turns out all the boys have got the sticks, and they've all got to kiss each other. Yukana, by the way,
She
knew
knew.
that Junichi had helped her out, and she even says to him, like, "Thank you."
Yeah, thanks for taking that hit.
And the episode ends with everyone deciding to go to the beach together during summer vacation.
And getting jobs.
So to pay for this trip that they're going to go on, they've all got to go and get a job, and so we're going to get a swimsuit episode coming up.
How old are they?
And
If you have to
I don't
ask,
know.
they're too young.
No, I'm asking
You're
for
right.
I felt like that was going to be I'm asking for a friend, but no, I'm asking because like getting a job and then
16.
can you
I
actually
must guess.
can you
yeah,
go
16.
away?
They're in their second year of high school.
Can you go
Whatever
away?
that means.
Whatever
Second
that
year of
means
high
over
school for
there.
us means you're,
Yeah.
13?
That's year 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'd
Can
be
you
about
go away?
14. Yeah.
And get a blooming hotel and that
Probably.
as a minor?
Probably. You got the
16
money.
you can, yeah, here.
Okay.
You
fair
can't
enough.
drink. You can book a hotel.
And
You can get on planes at, like, ridiculously young.
Yeah, but don't
And
you
you
have
get
to
guides.
be accompanied by guides or guardians?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. The
The-
staff do it for you.
So the episode ends with them saying that there's going to be a beach swimsuit episode coming up sometime in the next few episodes. That's what they say. And that's how it ends. So we're 6 episodes in. How are we feeling about My Girlfriend is a Gal?
There are 2 types of anime fans, and I am not on board. I'm the other type.
I like this show.
Every now and then, there's a joke
I do not
that
mind
I'm
it.
just like, you know what?
I like this show.
That's
funny.
a fucking hit right there. That's,
like the show.
That's a home run. The show's not bad.
It's
It's
one
not.
of those bog standard shows that knows what it is and doesn't deviate from it.
But I did put it on in the background while I did something else. I was 2 episodes in, and then I was like, you know what? I need to do something. So I started doing something else while watching the show, which sounds really bad.
Especially when he's reviewing
Oh,
said show.
this one needs a good polish.
I like the show. It's not serious. It's funny. There are some golden one-liners in it.
Yeah,
Apart from that friend that he who must not be named,
he brings it down so much.
massively.
So much.
Really unnecessary. If you took him out, you would not lose anything from this story.
No, that's the
At all.
disappointing thing. Is you think it'd be a staple of him
No,
being
he doesn't bring-
like,
he doesn't
the
bring anything.
funniest one there, but he just literally you never find him funny.
He doesn't bring anything.
It's just uncomfortable.
The only thing you have a little bit of a laugh at is the way they treat him.
Yes.
And yeah,
How they put him down and say he's
the
in
only
the
reason
wrong.
it exists is because there's 4 girls,
yes.
so there's 4 boys.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
it.
Not that he's interested.
Just make him fucking the guy that fucks Stifler's mum. That is it.
I said all you had to do was just change that age bracket that
Yeah.
he wants, and then you've got a character that can be who he is.
We'll just get
and
rid of
you
him.
Yeah, even you just reverse
Just
the
get rid of
jokes
him.
when he calls her a grandma because she's in high school. Just reverse the joke. Well, I don't date fucking toddlers.
There is
I
only
make him
one
only date
girl-
like 40-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah.
There was only one thing I ever found funny, and it was that bit from him.
The grandma bit, yeah.
Yeah. That was the
But
only
even that,
thing.
I was like,
The only he's completely unnecessary. But you can. I know he makes you feel uncomfortable, but you can just background him
Yeah.
I do background him for this.
completely. Anything he says, I'm just like, I just brush it off. I'm just
I know
like,
he's
ignore.
supposed to be this sleazy, fucking dirtbaggy character that you're not supposed to
It goes
like,
too far.
but it is too far.
No, way too far. Way too far.
You can
Way
make him as sleazy about older women or women of age
Yeah,
without it
it's just-
being this fucking thing.
You can because it'll fit in with the
literally
tone.
give him any fetish ever except this one.
Yes, yeah. And you just can't sugarcoat it.
There's nothing.
They
There's
can't.
no pill you can take
They
to make
can't.
that okay.
Like, when we reviewed High School of the Dead, we picked up on that one inappropriate moment in that.
Yeah.
When the girl fell on that bloke's lap and he
Yeah.
made a comment. And we were like, you can't do that. Well, unfortunately, this show it tries to fit that in every episode. A moment, at least.
I'm
At least
guessing
a
it's a
single
thing in
moment
Japan.
every episode.
But Japan, sort your shit out.
Again, their culture's very odd.
I don't give a flying fuck
Oh, no,
if their
that's
culture's
what I'm
on.
saying.
On
So
this
when
particular
you
thing,
say, is that okay?
sort it out, Japan.
Problem is, their rules around anime and that sort of thing and
Yeah, I
hentai,
know.
they don't seem to care
No, they're very lax on the...
because
On the
they
rules.
obviously deem it as not real.
I mean, it isn't. But it's still...
Yeah.
Doesn't mean the effects on
But that's what
society
that's
aren't
what's
fucking
brought
real.
down the 6 episodes.
Yeah,
Only that.
massively.
For me, it's only that.
It is the only down thing. Not that this show stands out as brilliant, but it
No.
is the only bad thing about the show.
It's just a good show.
It's so...
I
That's
can watch
it.
it. Like
That's
when
it.
when I watched it,
It's a good show.
because I watched it yesterday. I watched it all.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what? I enjoy the little thing that's going on between the two main characters.
Yes.
I actually really enjoy that. I like.
Because
I wanted to see more.
There is a little bit more between them.
I wanted to see more of those two. Don't get me wrong. From these first 5, I wanted more of seeing.
But they had
that.
to introduce the rest of the harem, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I don't really
But it's
like
not.
that
It's
either.
not really a harem because he is only into her.
Which is funny because in the first episode, he's not even into her. He's not, is he?
No, he's
He
really
knows
into no
he-
one,
he-
no.
It's not that he's not into her. It's that he doesn't think he has a chance.
But it says that about every girl.
Yeah.
Exactly, because he thinks he's a loser because of his friends. As
He
well.
is a fucking loser.
I'm a
Look who he's
loser,
hanging out
baby.
with.
Yeah, he is a loser. Yeah, Jinpei, that's the one. Jinpei, that's the friend with glasses.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Jim.
No,
I was like, Jim?
Jinpei for what?
That's the
What am I
friend.
paying for?
But
A good time.
I liked the voice acting. Like I said, Yukana's voice acting. I like that. I like all the voice acting in it. Actually, to be honest,
it
I like
fits,
the inner
it
monologues.
works. The scenes are funny, the monologues are funny, the internal fight is funny.
Sex daydreams, I don't need.
Yeah,
No.
I don't need that
I can,
so much.
yeah,
They
give
bring
or
in-
take them. They don't
That's
add
what I mean.
anything, but they don't. If they weren't there, there wouldn't be
They
anything
just add
taken
that
away
extra
either.
smut, though, don't they?
Yeah.
That's what they add. They give you that pump of fan service that
But
you
we
need.
know what teenagers are like. We don't fucking need it.
I like his inner monologue.
I love
His,
his inner
three,
His inner
three
monologue's
different
funny.
characters.
He's got 4.
4 different characters, sorry, that he
Very
has.
funny.
Yeah, and I love his internal voice as well. Every time his internal voice comes along.
Every now and then, the art style changes as well. SpongeBob style to that very kind
Yep.
of adult,
Yes.
old school anime. You're
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
When he gets serious.
that I really appreciate.
I am
That made
super
me.
serious at
The
this
only
point.
time I actually burst out with a laugh that was audible was
Yeah.
during one of those. And I went,
Yeah. Look, so far 6 episodes in. It's an okay show.
yeah, it's okay. It's run of the mill.
It's an okay show.
It's right there
It's
in the middle.
funny and it's okay.
I've got some fixes for the next one, but we'll leave
But
that
get
until
into that at the
next
end.
time.
And on that note, it's time for us to chuff off. All you summoners can join us next time, where we finish My Girlfriend is a Gal with episodes 7 to... There's only 10, isn't there? So it's 7 to 10, but one of them is an OVA. If you've got any questions or queries, or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not to Summon, or join our Discord at How Not to Summon a Podcast. I've been Sheeny Senpai.
We got a new website.
Oh, and we have a website,
outnotsummon.com.
hownottosummon.com.
What's on there?
I'll link to it.
It's a work in
I
progress.
will get it running.
It's a work in progress. I've been Sheeny Senpai.
I've been Jim.
I've been Grayson.
See you later, guys.
See ya.
Sarah.